Hello and welcome to all. Good morning here from Canada. It's 11 a.m. Welcome back to our live session. My name is Vishal Manocha, owner and director at Networth Immigration Solutions. Our office is based in Brampton, Ontario, with another office in Calgary and two offices located in Haryana, in Karnal and Hurontario. Welcome back to our live session. This is 11 a.m. time right now in Canada, and every Friday on this day we have a live session where we update about all the immigration matter in the last 1 week. Any update from the IRCC will be updated in this session. And yes, you will have time to communicate to me directly live on this session. Just put your question into the comment section and I will be happy to assist you and answer you the question. Just a little reminder to our viewers here, this session will be 30 to 35 minutes long. I have another meeting to attend today, so the session will be 30 to 35 minutes long for today. And definitely, we will still be getting enough time for me to answer the question. You just put your question into the comment section, and I will reply them right away. But yes, before we take up the question, we will be starting with the updates which happened in the last 1 week. Either PNP, travel restrictions, express entry. There were a lot of updates in the last 1 week. We will be discussing all of them in the first session of the today, and then you can definitely put in your question meanwhile into the comment section, and I will get back to them as soon as possible. I have finished up with my update. So let us start off with the two big update of this week. There were two express entry draw held this week. Yes, two of them were held this week. One was on Wednesday, the second one was on Thursday. So let us take up the first one, which is more exciting. People are waiting for is the express entry draw, and that was for Canadian Experience Class once again. Yes, that was another Canadian Experience Class draw. The exciting thing was it was an CEC draw, but maybe some of the people may be disappointed because the draw score was a bit higher from the previous draw. The previous draw was 357 and this draw is 369. So 12 points more than the previous draw, but still is very, very reasonable. If you look at 300 score and you consider previous years from 2015 to 2020, you have hardly seen these scores. This is first time in 2021 that the CEC draws are being held in the last 6 months. They are continuously having six CEC draws where people have been invited. Most of the people who are getting benefit out of this are the ones who are international students or who are in Canada and have got at least 1 year of experience under the NOC O, A or B. The another important thing to note about CEC is the very good thing is you don't need to have a complete 1 year. You need to have a 1 year experience, but it can be in break. So you don't need to have a continuous 1 year of experience in this stream. So that is another beauty of this CEC stream. Another benefit applying under Canadian Experience classes that you can even combine two NOCs. Say example, for the first 3 months you work under NOC B, and for the next 9 months you work under NOC A. You can combine both the experience and complete it as a 1 year experience, and you will still be eligible for 1 year of experience to be required. Another important point for CEC is the IELTS score is not high. Like for express entry federal skilled worker, you need 6 in each, which is CLB 7. But for this one, you don't need CLB 7. Even if you have a low score, you still qualify under Canadian Experience class. So again, as I said, CEC class is since January 2021, the only draw which IRCC is holding is CEC draw under express entry. So that was the first draw which was held this week, which was yesterday evening around 3 o'clock it held. And as I said, the score is a bit higher than the previous one. This one is 369 and the previous one was 357. So yes, but still, even the number of ITA to be discussed was lower than the previous one. Previous draw, the ITA was 6,000, and then this was the ITA also dropped down to 4,500 ITA as compared to the previous Friday when it was 6,000 of them being invited in the same stream whenever the last draw was held. Then the second draw under this category, which was held on Wednesday, was the Provincial Nominee Program Express Entry Draw, under which the CEC score was 760. Yes, it was 760, and around a lot of people invited under this draw. But how does this draw work? Let me just explain you in a brief so that you should not be confused about the two draws which CEC have. Under this PNP draw, basically the people who have already been invited, not basically invited, who have already got their provincial nominee program approved, These are the people who have already got an extra 600 point under their experience class, and then they under their PNP stream, and now their total is more than 600 plus whatever they have, the initial score of 300, 250. The total goes to around 800 or 900, whatever your score was. The minimum, the draw was held at this for the number. This was 760. So 760 was the cutoff score for this draw, and they were around 7,000 or 700 people been invited under this draw, which was held on a couple of days ago. So there were two draws which held this week. One was PNP, another was CEC. Another important information about how this PNP draw work is, if you think your occupation is in demand, first of all, you also need to keep in mind that in Canada, if you're applying for PR, there are more than 100 of ways you can get into Canada through your PR, their PR pathways, right? So now to follow one or the other path, you need to know, you be aware of the other provincial nominee program other than Express Entry. Now, most of the PNP programs are also linked to Express Entry, right? So basically, once they are linked to Express Entry, that means that you have a chance of those, if those provinces have got their, your occupation is in demand, or if you have already submitted your expression of interest in those, in that province, then definitely you have a chance of getting invited. So it is not going to happen automatically. You have to show your interest towards immigrating to that province. And if your occupation or your skills are in demand, then that province will pick you under a draw of their own, which will invite you through Express Entry to submit a provincial nominee program file, which takes around 3 to 6 months depending on the province. Once that gets approved, you get an extra 600 points, which are added into your Express Entry, and that's how you score so much a point. So don't be scared about that. One draw is 369, which is a CEC draw. The other one is 760. There's a huge difference between both of the programs. Both are Express Entry linked streams. One is Canadian Experience Class, which is for mostly people who benefit out of them are the temporary foreign worker or international students. And PNP is for people who have been invited by one or the other province, have got the PNP approved, and now they have been invited to submit a PR application. For Express Entry class, so from the federal side. Now you have to process your application to federal. That is still not end of the application. You still need to get your medical, your PCC, your documents, everything will be verified by IRCC before they finally approved your PR. And once your PR get approved, then you can make your travel plans to Canada. So that's how it's going to, these two programs work, and that's what the difference between these programs is. So I hope you understand. If you still have any question, any concern, contact our office in Canada or India, and we will assist you and help you in these cases, in this regard. Now, let's have another few update regarding Express Entry. Now we are discussing from July onward, the settlement funds amount has been raised for people who are applying under Canadian Experience Class, especially under skilled worker or even through PNP stream or towards the skilled worker class. You need to make sure you are following the new updated funds. There have been marginal changes, not very big changes, right? Like if you're a single person, now you need $13,213 to be shown into your account, which is considered your settlement fund, which will be initially required for you to, when you come to Canada. The Canadian government want to see that you have a settlement fund and you have initial funding available for you, so that you can, when you start your life in Canada, when you begin your life in Canada, you will get that. You will get those funds. You can use those funds to get settled down in the country and then start out with your own jobs or everything once you move to Canada. So that's the main purpose. So if you're, for example, if you're two people now, then the fund has been increased to 16,449. So it depends on the number of family member in your family. So if you're one member, the amount is less. If the more number of members you have in your family, the higher will be the settlement fund, because obviously you will require more fund to get settled down, more initial funding to be required once you move to Canada and plan to settle down in Canada. So that will be required. That's another thing. Now, the most exciting topic of today, which everybody is keeping an eye on, will the international border open on the 21st of July? Yes, that is a great topic of discussion. People are anticipating, and definitely we are also anticipating, that there may be some relaxation coming from this 21st of July. Although the Canadian government has made clear, once around 80% of the Canadian population is fully vaccinated, they will open up the international border. As per the international data available from the government website right now, 31% of Canadian population has been fully vaccinated, and they have a target by end of July this month they are targeting to vaccinate, to achieve their target and to vaccinate around 80% of the Canadian population. And if they are able to achieve their target, which seems to be very likely because the vaccines are available and people are getting themselves vaccinated. So as soon as that's been completed, we can expect the international border to be open. So that is very, very important for you to note that yes, international travels may resume soon. If you are allowed to travel, you have to still make sure that you still meet all the requirements of traveling before you travel to Canada. So you have to also follow up your travel restriction in your home country and see are you exempted from travel. That is another thing because not everybody is allowed to travel right now. Even when the travel restrictions are lifted, there will be few restrictions on people who wants to travel to Canada. It's not going to open for everybody. It may be from country to country. It depends. Like if you can look at UK, they are putting the countries into the green list, into the red list, or into the orange list with different requirements for all those countries. So you may see a similar sort of things happening in Canada too. Whenever the international borders are open, the chances are there will be travel restrictions for few category of application. They will be inviting first people with maybe for study permit who already have a work permit, either it's an open work permit or a closed work permit. These will be the people who I think will get the first chance to be invited to travel to Canada. Visitor seems to be the last category I think who will be allowed to travel. But let's see and let's wait for the further update. We don't have an exact update now, but within the next week or so, we will get a further update that how Canada is planning to open up the international border. This is something very, very important, as said, is to be noted here. And it's very important part that before you make any travel plan, make sure you confirm everything. Make sure you confirm everything on your part before you plan to travel to Canada. The good news which was announced by IRCC was that the people who have already got the COPR which is have got the COPR still valid are allowed to travel to Canada right now. But if your COPR is expired, I'm pretty sure by now you might have received the email from IRCC to how to update, how to get a new COPR. You may be required to do a medical again. That all depends on your personal circumstances and when was your medical done. And once you get a valid COPR, then only make any travel plans to Canada. Don't book your tickets yet. If your COPR is still valid, is still not valid, and it's expired, you're not allowed to travel with expired COPR. So make sure you have a valid COPR before you travel to Canada. Although the good news is, yes, like since March 2020, those people were not allowed to travel to Canada, but now you are, so you can be excited about it. Now you can plan your travels as soon as the international travel restrictions are open up, and you can start up your new life in Canada soon. So all the best for the people who will be coming to Canada soon, and hopefully we will see a lot of you coming in and getting settled down in Canada. So these were the three important updates regarding the express entry. We have discussed about the express entry 2 draw, which were held in the last 1 week. We have discussed PNP CRS score also. We have also discussed about the travel plans, and what we are discussing about another update we had was updated proof of funds. In fact, let's go back to the previous session and let me update you another update which was held, which was announced that you people who are within Canada and who are applying for PR, they don't need to go through a medical right now. The medical has been exempted for all those people, but it is under certain circumstances. Like one of them is you should be in Canada. Secondly, you should be in you should be applying from within Canada under the CEC class, and you should have got your medical done in the previous 5 years. And in those previous 5 years, there should have been whenever the medical was done, there were no big concern regarding your health. Then you don't need to do a medical here. This is a new public policy which was announced, and this is valid till 28th of December 2021. So yes, it is valid till that time. So you have to make sure if you have got your ITA, like there was a draw yesterday. So if you've got your ITA, so you are not required to submit medical right now. You can upload your previous medical, and that will be accepted for the time being till this public policy is in place. And then after that, definitely you can. You need to still keep an eye because the things are changing. The things are coming back to the normal, to the pre-COVID situation where the time frame have been. Okay, another important update here is now for the express entry class, once you get your ITA, you only have 60 days to complete your application and submit it. Previously, because of COVID, it was increased to 90 days, but now it has been reduced back to 60 days. So you have to make sure that you are completing your file and submitting your profile within the 60 days of getting an invitation to apply. So you no longer have 90 days to apply for this session, you only have 60 days now to apply for this session. Okay, now let me take 2-3 questions we have right now, and then definitely we'll continue with the update we have. The Milan has a question for us. Satnam, good morning here. Welcome to our live session. So when we to expect AORs under TR to be applied 1249, everything upfront, nothing. Okay, to be very honest, Milan, there are very few people who have received their AORs right now. I know we are very excited to receive them, and even we are also expecting our client to receive them soon. But you should not be worried about it, because it's not just only you who have not received your AOR. There are a lot of people. I think most of the people have not yet received it. In fact, in our office also, only a couple of people I know who have got it, or the clients have got it. Still, all of them are still waiting. So I know you applied everything upfront and you have got all the documentation complete, but I don't think that has something to do with this delay. It's just, I think it's the first time they are processing this system. So we are also looking forward to receive the AOR request and see how they will be processing it. Let's hope and assume that the client will start getting them soon. Although they have announced a deadline, not announced a deadline sort of thing, but they did mention that they will try to issue the AOR before 15th of July. But today is almost around 9th of 8th of July. So basically, it's just hardly a week time left as per their announcement. But it seems like maybe not everybody is able to receive by that time, and people still have to wait. That is something to look forward to. But I'm pretty sure AOR under TR and PR will be issued very soon. But the exciting news here is people who have applied under express entry class, especially for those people who have got 75 points, who got their IT under that 75 draw. We have submitted a lot of application under that draw, and what we have realized is that most of our clients are getting the PR approved in less than 2 months. This is very, very surprising. I know there are a lot of international people who are still waiting for their PR application to be processed, but I don't know, out of the blue moon, these people who applied under this, who got their IT under the 75 points, who got their PR, who applied under the PR, our clients are getting PR within less than 2 months. You can look at, if you look at our Google review or go to Facebook page, look at the videos, you will find them explaining how their experience was with us and how did they do with us. But the good news is those applications got processed in less than 2 months. Not every application, again, don't take me wrong, that every application has been processed at the same time. They are taking time to process this application, but few of our clients, and in fact I say most of them under the 75 draw, the PR application got approved in less than 2 months time, which is tremendous, because hardly this is your dream come true, that applying for a PR, for example in April, and getting a PR in June. Nobody expected that, but that has happened. In fact, in a lot of our clients since January, we have got those, a lot of our clients got PR in that time frame. So that is very exciting to look. But answering your question, AR to TR, just wait and hopefully you should get it soon. Nirmal, our contact numbers are mentioned on our Facebook page and also on our website. If you are in Canada, the important number to reach is 647-891-0647. If you are in India, and if you are my client in India or viewers in India, then the best number to contact is 94160346111. So you can contact on this number in India, and in Canada it's 647-891-0647, and they can help you in whatever needs you have regarding immigration. Then we have got another question here: how much time period we can keep CEC application in the pool? Okay, again, when we put any profile under the express entry, it is valid for 1 year. So if you get a draw, if you have been invited or not been invited, it will be there in the pool for 1 year. After 1 year, it will expire. And once it's expired, then definitely you have to create another profile into the pool, because after 1 year, the chances are, if your age has increased, then definitely you may lose up some point, but you never know. So, but the express entry profile you create is only valid for 1 year. Once you submit your profile into the pool, it gets automatically expired. Even if you don't withdraw the application and it's in the pool, you've not been invited, your profile will be withdrawn in within 1 year from the date you submitted your profile. So it is valid for 1 year under all the category. It is valid for 1 year if you are applying under express entry class. You have to renew it after 1 year if it's required. Then we have another question from Naman Patel. Why IRC not processing PNP inland application? I have been waiting since 8 months. Yes, Naman, you are very right. In fact, a lot of our clients are waiting for the same. I don't know, most of the paper application or even if the online PNP application are taking hell lot of time. I hope these time frames have been reduced soon because I know a lot of people who are waiting for their PR application. There are a lot of family members who are separated from their family because of this reason. Maybe the better half is in the other part of the world and they're here. There are a lot of things going around. Hopefully, this pandemic ends soon and IRCC is back to its normal processing time and clients are getting the application to the region on time. But this is some extraordinary phase of life we all are into, so definitely we have to accept it and we can just hope and pray that these things are back to the normal and we start getting application being processed as soon as possible. Even in fact, another category of application which is taking enough time or a lot of time is the citizenship application. Even those are taking too long time right now. I think it's more 1.5 year time right now to get it. Even you submit your application, before you get your acknowledgement, it's taking around 4 to 5 months before you in fact get the acknowledgement of the sort of application. Same is the case with spousal application, paper application. That is taking hell of amount of time to be even getting a temporary file number. So yes, the things are moving very slowly, and that what is the same with a lot of our clients too. But as I said, nothing much we can do. Just keep an eye on your email. Make sure you check your spam emails and your emails regularly so that you have not missed up any update from IRCC. And rest, nothing much can be done. So just wait for the right time, and definitely you should hear back from IRCC soon. So let me take up another 3 updates we have from last 1 week, and then we will, as I said, if you have any question, I'll take up with them, or otherwise, as this session will be for 30-35 minutes today, I've got another meeting to attend. But anyhow, let's take up the next 3 update we have right now. Is from the provincial Promini program. There are 3 PNP draw held in last 1 week from Saskatchewan, from British Columbia, and from Alberta. Alberta have been regularly inviting the people. I think that is one of the province which CRS score is the minimum. They are inviting the people with as low a score as 300, 301, 302, something similar to that. The list draw which held this week had a score of 302. Yes, the score was 302 for this draw. The number of IT were also reduced to 148. But since last 6 months, after every week, like within every fortnight or a week, Alberta is holding this draw, and people have been inviting under this draw, have been invited, and definitely there are a lot of people who get a chance will be applying through this under this category. Then there were the draw from BC PNP. The number of people invited were 387. I know the number doesn't seem to be too big, but if you look at how frequently these draws are happening, in fact, if you talk about BC, more than approximately 6,700 IT have been issued so far under 2000 in 2021 under these category. So these small number makes a big number, and eventually then people are getting invited to a lot of the provinces are inviting them, and they are getting their dreams of coming to Canada, getting their PR approved through this provincial nominee program. So these are very good programs to keep an eye on, very good option for you to get a PR, but you need to be aware of all these options. You should have knowledge about how these things work. Every province have got their own system of operating. Most of them are similar to each other, but they have different portals. So you should be aware of all those before you think you can be picked under this one of this other draw. If you need our help, definitely contact us. We can help you in that. Our office in Alberta and in Brampton, definitely in Ontario, can help you in the sort of category of application. So contact us and we will be happy to assist you in that regard. Let me take the last update before we take up the question and wrap up the session. There was another, Saskatchewan had a draw, which was, Saskatchewan has a very unique program of PNP where they invite under two particular streams. One is Canadian Experience Class, another one is in-demand occupation. So guys, you have to be aware of, maybe you're looking at express entry and not getting your ITL, but the provinces, the one who are inviting or sending ITL under their PNPs, they have got a lot of options available. You have, now right now under I think in this particular, the under 62 occupation in demand, the people have been invited under this stream. Although the only ITA is 295, but 62 different stream which are in demand in Saskatchewan, those people have got the right in. And these are all people outside Canada. Most of the people are outside Canada. So yes, you have a very good chance of getting qualified and getting making your Canada dream coming true by applying through one of these programs. And then you need to be aware how this program work. You should be if you have keep an eye on how the provinces are working, or if you need any help from us, definitely we can help you in that. So let me take the question being posted here. I have worked 2 jobs in the past, which was the same position, and the job responsibility was same, fine. But now the company gave me 2 different job titles in the letter of employment. One of the title matches the job title in the list provided by CAC, but the second does not matches. I'm trying to apply in the non-health care essential worker. What should I do? Okay, first of all, I would like you to, if you can contact us after the session, if you can call our office and speak to Karam, she will be able to help you out. But to answer your question here, name of the title is not very important here. What is important is under which NOC knock is been given, and what and your roles and responsibilities are meeting those knocks or not. So I'm just repeating it again. The name of the position is not very important here, because maybe in my company I have the same position called office admin, and maybe in the other company same people call it as office administrator. So these are 2 different names of the position from 2 different companies, but both of the people who are doing the jobs are doing similar jobs and have got the same jobs, roles, and responsibility. So what we need to look at is, are those people name reflecting the and the roles and responsibility are matching that knock or not. So this is something we need to figure out for yourself, or if you need our help, contact us and definitely we can help you in that regard. We can help you in finding that right knock for you and suggest you under which category you can apply under this TR and PR stream. This stream is still opened up. So if you are somebody who's looking to apply under stream, contact us and we can help you in this regard. Then we have a question for Pawan. So please share your contacts that I want to apply work permit for Canada. What's the process for getting job and permit? Pawan, basically our contact number I've already mentioned, or if you Google us through Facebook page or your website, you should find our contact details in India and Canada. Applying for a work permit is a complicated process. It's not an easy process. If you are wishing to apply to Canada and come and work here, you need to get a job letter, or in our term, on immigration term, we call it an LMI application being approved for you in your name. Then you can apply for this job, for this PNP program, for this work permit. Or if you are married to somebody in Canada and they have a status here as a student or a work permit, then you can apply for a work permit. Finding a job, there are a lot of options from which you can find a job. There are a lot of employers who post their job through job banks. And if they are not able to find somebody within Canada, then definitely they may hire you depending on your education, depending on your experience you have. And if that matches their requirement, they may be ready to process an LMI application for you. And if they do so, then definitely once that is approved, you can apply for a work permit. So as I said, it's not an easy process, but a lot of requirements to be met before you become eligible to apply for a work permit coming to Canada. So these were the updates we had from last 1 week, and I have answered all the questions being posted till now. Let me just wrap up this session with letting you know about the college admissions in Canada right now. Yes, the January 2022 intake is open for students or viewers who are within Canada, and if you want to do another program in September 2021, if you have just finished your program, you're looking to change your the college or get a new program, a second program, contact our office in Canada and we can help you in that. Secondly, it's also if you are somebody who came to Canada and are looking for better options to study, or if you're not able to do a program you came into, you can definitely switch into different college and program. Only if you think it's not, if you want to do that, contact our office. We represent a lot of universities and colleges across Canada. We don't charge any processing fees for our application for looking if you want to get admission into colleges, either you from India or Canada. If you are qualified under SDS, especially from India, we don't charge any service charges for that. If you are within Canada, we don't charge anything, even if it's SDS or non-SDS, because that doesn't matter anymore. So you can use our services for college admissions across Canada without paying any of the service charge. In fact, we do even have sometimes a cashback offer for our client for which you need to visit our Facebook page, like it, and you may get an invite, a post maybe on which may even give you some cashback when you apply with us. But that are our promotional schemes run from time to time. So yeah, that is all for this session right now. As I said, there were a lot of updates I've already provided regarding express entry, PNP, border being opening soon or not. Student, if you are an international student, you're looking at this session, I know you are still eagerly waiting for your decision, but unfortunately, I think Indian, if I talk about particularly India market, I know IRCC is still not giving decisions. There were a few decisions made last week, but it's very, very slow as compared to the number of applications being submitted. So let's see. Let's see if that works, if they start giving the decision soon. Another thing is the passport service has resumed back partially in India. People who have already done the two-way process before May will be the first one who will be invited, and after that it will be people who have already got who are applications under process. As soon as they get the decision, they can also start submitting their passport once and as their visa is approved. So let me take another two questions here. One of my friend applied spousal credit through your firm in mid-2020, but we haven't received any response yet. Any idea when there's news about it? Sanjeev, there are no, if I definitely, there are a lot of applications which are still pending from the last year. In fact, this last year was not a good year. We all know about it, right? Most of the applications we have discussed, few of the other clients have also asked this question about different applications. The applications are still taking a lot of time. The disappointing thing is we are not sure why IRCC is not giving a decision on that. If it's an approval, like if it has to be reviewed, then definitely they should be giving a decision by now. But yes, if the clients are waiting, we are expecting those applications will be approved. But when and how, we don't know how long it's going to take. Hope the things will come back to the normal and we will start hearing back from IRCC. But right now, because if you look from last 1 year, most of the time there have been travel restrictions around, and with the travel restrictions, definitely they are not granting the visas as they were before COVID. So let us wait and see when the situation improves and clients who have been waiting for so long start getting their decisions. Arun Jain, hi, any option for investment? Yes, Mr. Arun, there are a lot of options for investment. It depends how much and where you want to invest in Canada. There are a lot of options in Quebec, in Ontario, which you can look forward to and get those investors. You can come to Canada on a PR. What will delay the postgraduate work permit application as well as the time? What will that delay the postgraduate work permit? No, that's that will not delay the postgraduate work permit application, but that has nothing to do with that. Again, Sanjeev, I need to understand your whole situation, but one application should not affect the other one. But it's better if you contact our office. Definitely, I'm pretty sure you are aware of our location and numbers. Contact our office, and definitely we will be happy to assist you in whatever questions you have. But looking at what you have described by now, I'm pretty sure should not be a problem looking at the scenario you're discussing right now. So thank you, Sanjeev, and everybody for asking the question. I hope I've answered all of them. If any of them remain unanswered, kindly contact our office in India and Canada. We will be happy to assist you. My name is Vishal Manocha. I'm the owner and director at Networth Immigration Solutions. Our office is based in Brampton, Ontario, and one of the other locations we have in Canada is Alberta. And then we have two locations in India, in Karnal and Kushetra. We do provide IELTS classes in India, so if you're looking to come to Canada as a student or a PR, you can join our IELTS center based in Karnal and Kushetra, and definitely then take the services. And if you qualify for a study permit, we will be processing your application for free. So that is the extra advantage you have if you do IELTS with us. So kindly promote. If you are looking for IELTS classes, contact your India office and they can help you in this regard. So with this note, I would like to thank everybody for joining this session. There were a few important people who were missing today in this session who are normally part of our live session, but definitely they will be busy somewhere today, but definitely we miss them too. Let's connect again next Friday, same time, 11 a.m. from Eastern Standard Time, and India is 8:30 p.m. when we start the session. So hopefully I was able to provide the best solution to your questions here. Let us connect soon. If you have any further questions, contact our offices at 4 of the location I just mentioned, and we will be happy to assist you in all your immigration needs and matter. So thank you all again. See you all next Friday, same time, 11 a.m. Till then, have a good bye, stay safe, and see you all next week. Bye-bye.